Hey, you guys, welcome back to another video. This is your girl, Latersa. We are talking all about today tips on how to feel more secure within yourself. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Make sure you turn on your notifications so that you will be the first one to get a new video. Listen, everybody needs to love and be insecure in themselves. And today, if you are struggling with this, I got you, sis. I got you. Today, we're going to help you feel more secure within yourself. And so the first tip, in order for you to start feeling good about yourself, the first thing you need to stop doing is stop comparing yourself to others. You don't know what others are going through. You don't know what the next woman have did to get where she is. See, a lot of people go around, you be jealous of another woman and you don't even know the story. You don't know why she is like she is. You don't know what she had to go through in order to get through. I tell people, stop saying you're jealous of such and such and you want to be like so and so, because I tell people, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know what she had to endure, what type of pain she had to endure to get to her happy space. I tell people all the time, I don't wish anything bad on anybody, but what I do say is God sees everything. And you don't have to go out and try to be revengeful. You don't have to go out and be envious and jealous of the next person. Be yourself. And that all goes back to when you start focusing on yourself and bettering yourself, you don't really have time to be comparing yourself. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time. I remember as a kid, all the girls in my class was developing way faster than me. Like, they looked like they were about 17 or 18 years old. We in the 4th and 5th grade. But here I am looking like I'm still in the kindergarten, just flat-chested and everything. I've always had like a nice sized bottom, but at the top, you would have thought I was a little kid, which I was, but it was like I was developing slower. And I used to feel bad because I was like, why do they have bigger breasts and I don't have nothing? Like, I'm just flat. I'm like, okay, stuffing tissue in my, I used to do some crazy stuff as a kid. But when you stop to look at all the good qualities that you have, here's the thing, in order for you to be secure in yourself, you got to start focusing on what you do like about yourself. Maybe you have great lips, maybe you have great breasts, or maybe you have a great butt, whatever the case may be, you got to start rocking you. I don't care if you 4'10" and you weigh 90 pounds. You need to find something on yourself that you can focus on that you love and play that up. If it's your eyes, wear you some lashes to bring more attention to your eyes. If it's your lip, put on some color that pops. Whatever the case may be, I'm sure you can think of something that you love about yourself. And if you don't, something is wrong, because you're telling God what he created in you was not good enough. And anything that God took his time out to knit, do you guys understand God knows exactly how many strings of hair is on your head? That right there almost brings chills to my body, because he took his specific time to create me, to knit me, to do all of that stuff. And at the end of the day, at least I can show my appreciation and say, thank you for giving me this body. Thank you for giving me the hair on my head. Thank you for giving me the color eyes that you do. When you start to shift your focus on the things that you do like about yourself, you won't have time to focus on what some other woman is doing or what kind of man she got. You don't have time to focus on that, because at the end of the day, what God has for you is just for you. And then tip number 2 on how you can feel more secure in yourself: see yourself through God's eyes. I tell people all the time, if you stop focusing on what people are saying about you and shift your attention to what God says about you, that will put you in so much better headspace, a heart space. It'll make you feel so much better, because God says you're the apple of his eye. He says that you are wonderfully and fearfully made. When he says those things about you, instead of you putting the focus and energy on what the naysayers are saying or what your friends or family members are saying, put your focus and effort on what God says about you. And then number 3 is on how you can feel more secure about yourself. Do what makes you happy. Stop saying no. Stop saying yes when you really want to say no. Learn how to fall in love with the word no. If you can't do something, tell people, I'm not available. I can't do such and such. You don't have to give them an explanation. You don't have to tell them nothing. No is a complete sentence. When you start to do more of the things that you love to do, it'll make you happy. Like, it'll make you an even brighter person to be around because you are doing things that brings you joy. What are the hobbies that you like to do? Or do you even know what makes you happy? Get out and do something different. Get out of your normal comfort zone and go out and meet people and do things. And I tell people all the time, it all starts with you. How you view yourself, what you believe to be true about you. That right there will determine your every move, how you see yourself. So focus your attention on what God says about you. And then number 4 tip on how you can feel secure about yourself, focus your attention on you. And when I say that, I'm not saying be this cocky, arrogant, stuck up girl. I'm saying be the amazing woman that God created you to be. Like, focus your time and effort on you, on ways that you can better yourself, on things that you love to do. Get around people that uplift you, mold you to be the better version of yourself, instead of being around people who drain you, who suck the life out of you, being around people who always constantly got drama in their life. You don't want to be around people who is always something. You ever been around that person? Every time you talk to them, it's always something, like nothing ever goes right. That will drain you and suck the life out of you. And you'll be sitting around wondering why you're depressed and you don't even know what's going on. So focus your attention on you and leave the rest to the birds. I tell people all the time, you can't stop what goes on around you, but you can determine whether it gets inside of you. And then number 5 is set some goals for yourself. In order for you to be more secure in yourself, when you set some goals, I don't care how small it is, when you start to achieve those goals, it makes you feel more confident in yourself. It makes you feel more powerful within yourself. Like, God blessed me that I can do this, or I did this. When you start to achieve your goals, it makes you feel more secure that, you know what, God blessed me or gave me the energy. Because if God placed a desire in your heart, you bet your dollar He's going to bring it to pass. But you got to believe and have faith and then take action steps. See, faith without works is dead. So you got to get up and do something. If you believe God is going to do this or do that, then you got to give God something to work with. He can't work with just thin air. And then the last and final tip is accepting your flaws and all. I tell people all the time, you can always pick something about yourself that you don't like. Some of us have, a little bit more to love in the midsection. We have a couple of rows. Okay. You're going to have to love that along with you while you're on your way to becoming a healthier version of yourself, a better person. You got to love your flaws and all. Some people don't have but one hand. But you got to love your imperfection as well as your perfection. You see what I'm saying? You got to love the totality of a woman that you are. You can't ask God to bless you with more when you're always constantly tearing yourself down or picking yourself apart. You don't like this about yourself. When you put that energy out there in the world, that negativity comes back to you. But when you start to shift yourself and say, you know what, God, I thank you for this body. I thank you for my roles. Even while I'm sitting here doing push-ups and jumping jacks, I thank you, God, for blessing me with this body. Because you only get one body, you guys. And when that's it, you guys. So this is what I want you to take away from today's video. Changing your life is possible. But you got to allow God to do His part, and you got to give God something to work with. Meaning you got to work with God. God can't do what you can do in the flesh. So remember, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you turn on your notifications because we go live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We drop new videos every week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So make sure you turn your notifications on so that you to be the first one to get the scoop. God bless. Remember, you are enough, and everything that you need is already on the inside of you. So God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.